What's going on, everybody? It's your boy BOJ here on Monday, November the 24th, 2025. Hope everyone is doing all right. I'm so excited to be doing this video this morning. Of course, I need to get back consistent. I've been out in Boomer Sooner land and living life and doing all the things and submitting my proof of activity and moving and being a professional mover. It's been pretty cool. But MoveQuest has got some really amazing things on the horizon, ladies and gentlemen. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about its Roadmap 2.0. Now, for those of you that have not seen the video of Lynette giving the presentation of Roadmap 2.0 and the start of what she's going to present the other day on Super Saturday, she's going to be presenting the full information on Tuesday. So you don't want to miss that call coming on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, all right? Same place, same time as the normal Tuesday calls. For this video, I'm going to be breaking down something major, all right? And I'm going to be, and I'm serious. I'm telling y'all right now, MoveQuest is probably one of the most powerful projects that has ever been created. We've already been talking about the fiscal things that we are looking forward to seeing, and we'll be talking about a little bit of that in this video today. But the physical changes that it allows you to stay consistent in achieving is pretty amazing if you take it for what it is, all right? Not everybody's going to be out here getting their 10,000 steps in, 12,000, 15,000, but it's a start to something that can really change your life, all right? Listen, this is what's going on at 2.0 is not a patch. It's not a tweak of some sort. This is a truly transformational Roadmap 2. Roadmap 1 is almost completed, where they said it will almost be completed. Well, it'll be completed in December. And then a Roadmap 2.0, they're looking to have done in the next couple months. So let's go ahead and start this. All right. Now, before I get into the details, let me just say this. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. All right. I am just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking it out in many different platforms and projects and amazing things going on out here in the crypto world. Nothing more, nothing less than that. If you like this content, hit subscribe. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp, man, because if he gets you, there's nothing I can do to help you out, right? And it's not just WhatsApp. It's anybody that's out there trying to send you phishing links and trying to get you to click on this and click on that and give you their key phrases or trying to get you to send in crypto to get your crypto out of a platform that has fallen. Let's be real about these kind of situations, ladies and gentlemen. There's some platforms out right now that are having some faltering issues and showing the same kind of red flags that we've been seeing in the space for a long time. So let's stay diligent and let's stay vigilant, all right? Now, before I get into the details, let me say this. If you've been watching MoveQuest, all right, from the sidelines, if you're new to crypto, if you've been in crypto long enough to see a lot of projects come and go, just the fact that we are seeing this Roadmap 2.0 right now, after the completion of Roadmap 1, is the moment where I had to really realize that this project is truly different. Now, of course, I've already taken that feeling on, but just seeing this come to fruition is one of those things that is really just fortified to me that MoveQuest is truly different. And why the people who stay close to it right now are positioning themselves for something serious in the future, ladies and gentlemen. So let's break this thing down piece by piece. All right, now, I broke it kind of down in sections. I was able to watch this thing from a video, and my presentation here tonight or today, whenever you're watching this, is not going to be as good as the video. So if you need to see that video, make sure you go to the official the official MoveQuest YouTube channel, or you can just get into my Telegram group, which is in the description below every video that I do of MoveQuest, and you can just click on that group and you can go into the group and you should see the video there. All right. Now, first off, MoveQuest has already grown massively, ladies and gentlemen. This is where MoveQuest kind of stands today. All right, we're talking about thousands of daily users, thousands of people that are submitting their proof of activity on a day-by-day basis, right? Tens of thousands of miners that are mining MQT, millions of dollars locked away in liquidity as it stands right now. A proven proof of physical activity engine, all right? POPA, P-O-P-A, proof of physical activity, all right? Real global usage going on. There are people all over the world using MoveQuest today, all right? And partner tokens already are being integrated. Now, she did mention that partner doesn't mean that we share the same liabilities as them. It doesn't mean that we're partners in that way, but we already know that MoveQuest was built to be a bridge for other communities and other tokens and other things of that nature to be able to use this as a utility to build their liquidity. All right. So it's pretty cool. Now, most projects wish that they had this type of foundation. All right. MoveQuest has already proven that the model works. Right. They've proved it on the Avalanche blockchain, and it's been a year strong. They've been on there, and it's been working and running pretty great, actually. But what Roadmap 2.0 shows us is that the foundation was just the beginning. So here's one of the things they talked about. They talked about the multi-chain expansion, all right? Now, this is something that if you've been locked in with MoveQuest for quite some time, you understand that the multi-chain expansion was going to happen, all right? One of the biggest announcements that she made on Saturday was a plan through those multi-chain expansion tactics, all right? One of the biggest announcements was MoveQuest is expanding across multiple major blockchains. Not one, not two. We're talking about 5 major chains plus the Avalanche as our home chain, all right? We're talking about Smart Chain. We're talking about Solana. We're talking about Polygon. We're talking about Optimism. We're talking about Arbitrum. These are all blockchains that you can look up and do some research on. Now, why does this matter? Because every chain that we expand to brings us new communities, all right? New liquidity, lower fees, higher visibility, and millions of new users and builders right there at our fingertips, ready to join the MoveQuest community. This is how MoveQuest becomes a truly global platform, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and this is what we want it to be. It's not just a fitness project on one network. This is a project that can really branch out into different communities and different networks and really become something powerful in the crypto world. This is the difference between a local brand and a worldwide ecosystem. We are moving from that local, what you may call local mom and pop or whatever, to where we are now going to be a chain, a franchise, right? That's how we want to see it, okay? So they talked a little bit about wrapped MQT. Now, a lot of this tokenomics stuff is going to be talked about in depth on Tuesday, but here's some of the things that we know. So with multi-chain expansion comes wrapped MQT. All right, this is what allows MQT to move between chains. Now, why is that important? Because every time native MQT moves cross-chain, it gets locked. And when something gets locked, it becomes more scarce. And we all know what scarcity does to the value, all right? Scarcity drives value. Utility supports the demand, and Roadmap 2.0 strengthens both, all right? Strengthens the scarcity, it strengthens the utility, both at the same time, all right? So we're going to have an opportunity to see wrapped MQT, which is going to be pretty awesome. Section 4, the MoveQuest Avalanche Subnet, all right? This is going to be a game changer, y'all. Now, here's why. We're going to talk about the part that changes a lot of stuff for us, all right? The part that's going to be advantageous to the people that have been holding on to MoveQuest this time, all right? MoveQuest is building its own blockchain. I'm going to say that one more time. MoveQuest is building its own blockchain using the Avalanche Subnet technology, all right? This is where MoveQuest stops being just an app and becomes an infrastructure, a true infrastructure, all right? Now, what does Subnet give us? Being able to have this opportunity gives us the opportunity to have ultra low fees, right? High speed proof of physical activity submissions, no more relying on Avalanche gas spikes, near zero congestion because it'll be the MoveQuest blockchain, it'll only be the folks that are in MoveQuest, right? A network optimized only for MoveQuest and partner projects. That is going to be an amazing thing. Now, this is a perfect idea. This is a perfect thing to implement for global scaling, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the big one. MQT becomes the gas token of the subnet. Now, some may understand how major that is, some may not, all right? And we're going to get to see how major that is from firsthand, those of us that are in MoveQuest, all right? Those of you that want to get involved, it is about that time to get involved. Now, this is major, y'all. Projects that become gas tokens live for decades, all right? You got Ethereum, we already know, gas token. We've got Avalanche, we already know, gas token. We've got BNB, we already know, gas token. Now, once MQT becomes the gas, it's going to be used every single day, all right? It becomes essential for the network. it gains another piece of real utility that backs this project, and the demand increases, not just for the now, but for the long term, for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This is real blockchain level value. All right. And we're so excited to see them step into this direction. Now, here's why your miner value is about to go up. All right. So let's talk about the miners for just a second, because a lot of people in our community have miners. And me, I've got quite a bit of miners. All right. And Roadmap 2.0 makes them even more powerful. So let's talk about it. With this new system, there's going to be a more demand for the miners. All right. A more scarcity for miners, higher rental and leasing value, which we've been talking about for a long time with these miners. Okay. More opportunities with partner projects, more applicants coming in from every new chain, lower fees equals higher adoption, or translates into higher adoption over time, and new evolutions and miner categories become possible. Mining doesn't get weaker, ladies and gentlemen. Mining becomes more powerful. And we've already talked about the boosts that are going to be attached to each one of these miners. From my personal experience, being a Titan holder and having all my dock slots open with Titans in them has been one of the biggest things to project my business, not my business, but my mining opportunity with MoveQuest. I've been able to mine at a different level. And then the boosts, man, they've really changed the game. They really have changed the game. So we're going to be paying attention to the value of our miners going soon, because they've already said from Jump Street that these miners start where they are in price. But because this is going to continue to be a platform, a project that continues to grow, these miners are going to increase in value. All right. You want to have as many as you can, in my opinion. All right. Future-proofing MoveQuest. Now, Roadmap 2.0 is preparing MoveQuest to handle a massive user base. We want to be able to scale up, ladies and gentlemen. We've already got just south of 10,000 people as wallet holders right now. We are trying to scale up, okay? We want global adoption. We want the app to be more scalable, all right? We want institutional attention. We want attention from these big groups, these big organizations, and how MoveQuest can help them achieve their goals, all right? Multi-chain traffic, partner ecosystems, and eventually MoveQuest operating on its own blockchain network for the long haul. That's going to be such an amazing thing, all right? Everything here is designed to make this project sustainable, okay? That's one thing that we've always longed for in this space, a project that could be here for the long haul. We're not just talking about a year or 2 years. We're sure not talking about just a couple months. We're talking about generational, something that you can build as a legacy project, a true legacy project, all right? Not just one of those that we call a legacy project because it's been around for a few years, okay? Now here's section 7, or what I've labeled as section 7. Why this matters to people that are watching this right now. If you've made it this far in this video, this is why this should matter to you, okay? And here's a couple things that I want people to understand. Crypto projects don't survive, all right, all the time. And they certainly don't survive just because of hype, okay? Here are the reasons why they would survive if they do survive. And there are some projects that have led the way in surviving, all right? They have to have real utility. They have to have a real adoption. They have to have real infrastructure. They have to have real token models, ladies and gentlemen, and they have to have, most importantly, a real purpose. And I do truly believe 100% that MoveQuest now checks every single one of those boxes, all right? The supply is fixed, all right? There's only a certain amount of MoveQuest. The demand is growing, all right? We see that every day. The utility is about to explode, ladies and gentlemen. The ecosystem is expanding across chains pretty soon, all right? The subnet gives us our own blockchain highway, which we're going to be able to see the beautiful, the ability of that pretty soon as well. Partner projects multiply the ecosystem, growing our economy, growing our user base, which is going to be an amazing thing. This is long-term stuff, ladies and gentlemen. This is sustainable stuff, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we want to be, all right? Now, I just want to wrap this video up. I didn't want it to be a long, drawn-out video because I want people to go and actually look at the resources. I want them to watch that video that Lynette did of Roadmap 2.0. I want you guys to be on the call Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern at MoveQuest.live. I want you guys to be there. okay? Because this stuff is really important. But here's how I'm going to close this off, all right? If you've been watching MoveQuest, okay, and you feel like life has been telling you that you might need to get a little bit more active, you might need to get a little bit more healthy, right? You might need to build something new, or you might need to put yourself in a better position to win. I'm here to let you know that MoveQuest is giving you a real opportunity to do that, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking about hype. I know I'm excited. We're not talking about hype, all right? We're not talking about promises, not guarantees, but a real ecosystem built on real movement, literal real movement. Really got to move, right? Real community. That's one of the most amazing things about this project. We have an amazing community already, just waiting to see more people come on and be a part of it. Real blockchain technology, not just stuff they just talking about on Zoom calls and, oh, well, we've got these miners over here that do this and that. No, this is real technology, all right, that solves real problems, all right? If you think that MoveQuest was big before, you have not seen a thing yet, all right? So I'm challenging everybody, stay close to the information, stay close to this community. And if you're already with us, you are early, all right? I want you to embrace that. You are early, you are positioned. And you are getting ready for the next chapter of MoveQuest to reward you, all right? You are a part of the people who understand what is getting built right now, all right? So let's go and build something, all right? The entire industry is going to talk about. We want to build something that everyone in the crypto land, everyone that is a crypto enthusiast, everyone that is out there excited about what crypto can do in their life, we want them to be able to say that MoveQuest is something that they are a part of and something that they're excited about. I want everyone to go and watch the resources, okay? So make sure you go and watch that video, okay? Roadmap 2.0, as explained by Lynette, is on the channel right now. It's in my Telegram group. Make sure you go and watch that. And don't miss the call on Tuesday night, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. It's your boy BOJ. Put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. If you are not strapped, you are bound to get hacked, all right? Ask me how I know. It is not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man or anybody out there trying to steal your crypto, all right? Because if that happens to you, there's nothing I can do to help you, all right? Stay diligent and stay vigilant in this space and in the comment sections and in the Telegram groups and WhatsApp groups and all those different messaging apps alike. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.